Well, hello, Aquarius, and welcome to Mystic Door Tarot. This is Barb with your weekly tarot reading. I am back, catching up on readings, but trying to keep my eye strain at a minimum. And I want to take this moment to just thank everyone that just sent these wonderful healing wishes and blessings for speedy recovery. I just truly was overwhelmed by how many people were wishing me well. So thank you so much. So Aquarius, let's see what's going on for the week. And as always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates and leave the rest. So let's see what the cards are revealing. All right, what crystal is coming out for Aquarius for the week? What does Aquarius need? All right, we have pipestone, catlinite, in regards to your ancestors, your root chakra. There could be, I'm getting an immediate message here in regards to, you're going to possibly get some kind of sign or signal. If you have a past loved one that's on the other side of the veil, there's going to be, I do have catlinite here. There's going to be some kind of sign or signal. You're going to know it's them, you know, coming by and kind of just checking in. So, yeah, that was the message coming out. You know, draw strength from people that are passed on, knowing that they're still with us. We just can't see them physically. Let's see what Archangel Michael has to say for Aquarius. What's coming through? All right. Step into the spotlight. You have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. I kind of think this teams up with someone on the other side here, Aquarius, is kind of trying to give you a nudge and guide you into something that you excel at, that you're good at, your gifts, your talents, whatever you do best. It's time that you need to express yourself. You need to share your gifts, your knowledge. You have something that the world needs, and it depends on what you excel at, that you can get out that information to the rest of the world. So think about that. It's the message that's coming through. So I feel they're intertwined, that you've got someone on the other side that's trying to guide you and help you. And it might be someone that always was saying in particular, like, you have such a nice voice, you should sing. You know, why don't you sing, or why don't you do something with it? So that's an example, but let's see what message from the Money Oracle here. All right, what do we have? We have moving up. Look at this. Career is on the rise, new offers and opportunities, salary increase, go to the next level. Well, this is no accident that these cards are coming out, especially in conjunction with one another. I do feel there's a message. There's, you know, your guides. It could be I think it's your ancestors. Somebody on the other side that's wanting you to follow your dreams. You think it's almost like an impossible dream. You know, it's a gift, it's a talent, it's something that you have that nobody else has, Aquarius, and to share it with others. I love this message for you. Career is on the rise. This could be something that you do on the side. Start off slow on the side, possibly, or you could full on go right into it, you know, stepping into that spotlight. But also stepping into the spotlight could be your current job, that you're moving on up, you're good at what you do, and things are going extremely well at this time. Let's check in with the tarot. Messages and guidance for Aquarius, please. What's coming through? What else does Aquarius need to hear, be aware of? Okay, Aquarius. All right. King of Wands. Leo individual around you. I almost feel like this is someone that, it can be someone that is working with the guidance. Hear me out on this. Someone that's kind of like they're teaming up with a physical presence here that's helping you move towards whatever it is, like an opportunity for you to use your voice, your gifts, your talents, whether it's music, writing, healing arts, whatever the case may be. It could be a teacher, the medical field, whatever the case may be. There's somebody here that might present you with an opportunity. And since this is coming out this week, it's time for you to step into that spotlight. So it can be a very fiery individual. This would be someone that's in charge of a company. It could be somebody that's recruiting you, possibly giving you some kind of offer, or seeing your gifts and talents, making you some kind of proposal. We have the Lover's card coming out, okay? You could be making decisions this week, Aquarius, that are going to affect people around you, especially loved ones. Ooh, we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is your destiny calling, Aquarius. Wow, you don't get these kind of cards. Divine intervention, stepping into the spotlight on what you do best, moving up. Your career is on the rise. There's opportunities. There's more money coming in. You're going to the next level. And so with these 3 cards already indicating that there's someone here in the physical form that might be making an offer to you, might see your gifts and talents. This could be somebody that might want to manage your gifts and talents depending on what you do, Aquarius. Now keep in mind, could be somebody noticing even a hobby that you do, something on the side, and just may make just a sentence to you. You should sell those. So it could be somebody passing by that represents, they're seeing your potential. Now the Lover's card coming out can be the decisions that you might be making this week. It's going to have like a ripple effect on people around you. For some, you might be leaving your current job and going off to another company or a totally different field is what I'm picking up. And that's going to have like a ripple effect. That'll affect the people where you're leaving the job. It leaves that ripple effect, and also home base, you might say. But you've got the 10 of Pentacles. That is your legacy. That is your destiny. And that is more money coming in. So let's see what's teaming up with these cards. What's teaming up with the King of Wands? But even the Lion's smiling. Wow. Something is about to take off. You've got the 8 of Wands. Good news coming in. This King of Wands. Somebody might be saying something to you, and then everything just takes off from there. The Lovers. Here's the change that's coming in, making that actual choice or decision. And you're going off in a new direction. There's a little bit of apprehensiveness here I'm picking up, but you've made the decision. Beautiful. I love the 6 energy on both of these. 2 6s, 2 or more 6s is you're moving in the right direction. 10 of Pentacles. What is pairing up? The 10 of Pentacles. Wow. It is not fooling around. When you get the same card on top, that is the universe saying, I meant what I said in the first place. And so that is your destiny. That is your calling. And that's what you should be doing. All right. Think about it, Aquarius. What gifts and talents do you have? Even if it's something small that you make or you could do, or design. It could be something technical. It could be, web design. It's a million different things. What are you good at? All right, and we have the Major Arcana card, the Moon, coming out. There's something that's working behind the scenes, and I do feel strongly it's, it's being kicked off. There's a little divine intervention here from someone on the other side. And we have the 4 of Cups. Oh, wow. This is divine timing. But this can also be that you're so caught up in how you're feeling about everything that You're really not looking to expand, or you're not really ready or looking for this kind of energy, what the cards are indicating. So with the Major Arcana card, the Moon, coming out, this is definitely something that's working behind the scenes. You don't have the information, you don't have the knowledge. That could be someone is coming along presenting you with this idea. They might make, like I said, a sentence, you should sell that. And then boom, you're off and running. So there's things that are kind of like getting into place. This has got a lot to do with free will, and it can be affecting people around you because of the Lover's card, that this choice, this decision you're going to be making is going to change maybe your lifestyle, your home base. If you want to start like something that you create yourself, you might devote a part of the house to that business, you might say. So it's going to affect people around you. But there's definitely something going on behind the scenes that, is going to come out in divine timing. When it does, the Four of Cups here is about really be ready. Be ready for this divine blessing coming in. This is divine timing, both of these cards. The Four of Cups energy. There was a time when I was hoping for something in particular, and I kept getting this Four of Cups, Four of Cups, Four of Cups, because it's divine timing. And both of these cards are meaning that, and everything just lined up and worked out perfectly. So it can be in regards to free will, that something might take a little bit longer. But boy, Aquarius, I really have a feeling here that this is part of your life path journey. You're supposed to step into this spotlight in some way, shape, or form. And it's something that you love, something that you're good at as well. So let's see what cards teaming up with the Moon. Because this information and what's going on behind the scenes is not going to stay hidden forever. Okay, be proactive. Now, the Seven of Swords is kind of like the same kind of message, where this one comes out as somebody's doing something behind your back. That can be the case if you don't react quickly in regards to getting a proposal or offer. Somebody else might take that idea and run with it. But Seven of Swords can also be being very proactive, cross your T's, dot your I's, especially if there's a contract involved. So it can be trust your gut instincts. With the Moon, it's always about trusting your intuition. If something feels off or wrong, it most likely is. What's teaming up with the Four of Cups, which is kind of like I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if it'll be successful. It's kind of almost like negative self-talk. So we're taking one step back here with the Three of Cups, but there's support around you. There's celebration that can be happening. This is all kind of like really encouraging you to move forward with, moving up and leveling up with something that you're good at. The world needs whatever it is that you do. Wow. Okay. We had the Eight of Cups. Flip out here. Another card of going off in a new direction, and she's walking towards the light, making the decision to follow your heart, to literally follow your heart. So let's see what's taming up with the Eight of Cups, but that's your choice. So the free will that I'm picking up here, this is going to take either how long or how short. It's all up to you. But we've got the Eight of Wands here. Something is ready to just take off. Okay. Ooh, that is major change. Disruption, a lot of disruption. So for some Aquarians, it could be leaving a job, moving house, going after your dreams. It might be an opportunity where you're moving across the country. That could be the big scenario. The smaller scenario is, the Tower comes when you're doing something drastic. You're taking that leap of faith. And we don't have the full card here, but it's your destiny. Everything screams, this is your destiny. So Aquarius, really think about, what is it that you've always wanted to do? What are you good at? What can you, even if it's just a second source of income, get started, do it. Share your gifts and talents with the world. So angel wishes, what's the final message for Aquarius? Ask your inner self the answer to your question. Perfect. And I leave you with that, Aquarius. That is the messages for the week. Thank you so much for joining me, sending you love and abundance to make it a great week.